So it's the final week before Christmas, and I'm always reminded at this time of year the many things that I have made for my parents when I was in elementary school and middle school. Things like cutting boards and things like lamps and tables and key holders and just kind of goofy little, elementary school kid things. I remember when I was making a cutting board for my mom, I was at the table saw, and I think I was in 8th grade, and I was cutting a piece of wood on the table saw, and I slipped, and that piece of wood kicked back and hit me right in the gut. And for the next several years, I quit playing with the table saw because it was scary, very scary to me. But I remember going to my parents' house years later and seeing all of these things that I had given them, the key holders and the goofy sculptures and the cutting boards, things that they still use, things that were still on display. And I'm asking my dad, "Dad, why are you keeping these things? Why do you still have these out? What do they mean to you?" And I just remember my dad laughing and having a big smile, almost like he was flashing back to when he first got that. Because as a kid giving that to him and to my mom, I just remember them experiencing great joy and just pleasure at receiving the gift. And now I get it. I have kids of my own who've given me lots of things like pinch pots and books and woodworking pieces and posters and cards, and I get it. I get why my dad smiled. I get why my dad had so much joy in receiving those things. Not because they're perfect, not because they are unbelievably beautiful, not because they have incredible value or wealth. My dad's joy is the joy that I experience, and I experience love for these things because I love who created them. I love the thoughtfulness. I love the gift. I love that it was done by my sons and my daughter. And so, in the season of loving all, I'm reminded that when I see another person, whether it is at church, whether it is at a school, whether it is at the store, I'm reminded to love them because I love the one who created them. Not because they're perfect, not because they have incredible value or wealth, but because they're created by the one who loves them. And it's the one that I love. So this season, I encourage you to see the one who created the person in front of you and to love them for who they are.